Hey coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. Got a great video for you today. As I like to do, I like to use you subscribers for ideas, and y'all send me emails, I get texts, phone calls, and I got one from a long-time subscriber from up north. He's one of my favorite Yankees, and harken back to an old video from 2 years ago that's got nearly 4,000 views about using unbalanced empty sets or unbalanced sets, excuse me. And he started asking about empty, and he asked about, can you run jet? So my mind went to, well, how are you going to run jet out of this formation without emptying it? And we started emailing back and forth, and I went back and found what I'm about to share with you today and expounded on it, amplified it, if you will. That's a kind of a quote from the senator in Godfather 2, and amplify your answer. And so that's what I got for you today. Got a ton of slides, no video, ton of slides, no clips. And I'm not going to sit here and break down every one of them because the blocking's the same, but I've got them drawn up against 3-3 stack. I got them drawn up against 4-2. And if you can block those two things, 4-4, whatever you want to call it, and against some different looks. But I'm not going to spend a ton of time like, how do you block it? You know, we've done that countless times in other videos. You want to know how to block it, use plenty of them, how to block any of these plays. But it's going to be a lot of just showing you what you can do with the formation you see right here on the title card. All right, let's get rolling. All right, this is the original, and I'll have a link to it down in the description, show notes, whatever you want to call it, down below, using unbalanced formation, shifts, and motions to out-leverage your opponents. And I put some quick game in it too. I just used like a glance out for the, but you can put any kind of quick game you want, and I'll show you how you do that as well. But go back and check that one out if you hadn't seen it. This is the one with nearly 4,000 views, so it's a pretty popular video. When you understand, I've just got a little over 4,000 subscribers. Just like that ain't much. It's a ton to me. All right, let's do our commercials. All right, the system is out. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. You see what the price is, $100. I'm about to send out the update. If you do not get the update within a week, by the end of April, if you do not get the update by the end of April of 2025, email me. That means somehow you got lost in whatever. I'm sending it out as mass emails, blind carbon copies, and it'd be the whole system again, but with the additions to it at the end of it. And you'll see it as a second edition. And if you haven't gotten it yet, hit me up, siegel.chip@gmail.com. I'll send it to you. You check it out. You like it. You pay me. You don't. You delete the cockeyed thing. No questions. No muss, no fuss. Nobody would expect you to buy a vehicle without test driving it first. Hello? The GPS system comes with free wristband creator on Excel. All right, offensive line manuals going like gangbusters over on Amazon. If you've ordered it from Amazon, take a screenshot of your order, send it to me. Email it, siegel.chip@gmail.com, and I'll send you the ebook. That way you'll have the ebook to make presentations to your coaches and to your players. And so that's going to work out really well too. If you bought the ebook, this book has been out as an ebook for 2 years. It's just been out for 2 months as a paperback on Amazon. So if you bought the ebook, you need to hit me up and say, hey, Coach, can you send me the updates on that? I'll resend the ebook to you because I put 15 new video links in the paperback with QR codes. That's another thing. If you haven't bought it yet, you go ahead and just or you can hit me up and I'll send it to you. I'll send you the paperback. I've had some coaches say, hey, is it better for you? And I said, it don't matter. You know, I'll be honest with you. I make more money, you know, a few dollars more if you order it from me. And I think every place I send it to, it's 5 days. I've sent it to the Florida Panhandle, which is 200 miles from me at the most, less than that. It took 5 days. I sent it to Colorado. It took 5 days. Just like the guy in Oh Brother Where Art Thou, this place is a geographic anomaly. It's 5 days from everything. All right, please subscribe. If you're watching this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and be sure you like this video. You won't get spammed, promise, cross my heart. Head on over to Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get podcasts. Check out Football Talk with Coach Chip, the podcast. Many of the episodes are with coaches just like you. Got college coaches, high school coaches, middle school coaches, youth league coaches, 1,200 guys. Even have one with a guy that coached little bitty guys, because I want to get the entire spectrum of football coaches. And the vast majority of us, and I mean vast majority, like 90% or better, are sub-varsity or small school coaches. And that's why I want to give them some love, let them get some shine. And we're right at 50 videos, 50 episodes of the podcast. Got a great guest coming up on episode 50. I've been told by people that do podcasts, your 50th is a big deal, your 100th is a big deal, and after that, it's every 100. So we're going to have a big celebration with a special guest, one of my dearest friends in coaching. I've been holding off on asking him. He's not real big on doing stuff like this, but you've got to check out the 50th episode of the podcast. It's going to be well worth it. And I'll go ahead and give you a little tease and a little hint. He's from the wrong side he's from the defensive side of the football. How about that? Big news. Big news. Football Talk with Coach Chip has entered into an agreement with Just Play Sports Solutions, who I've been using now for 4 years, I believe, maybe right at 4. I think I got it in the spring or early summer of 20, maybe 21. And it's been the best investment. It's been so worth it to me. You can create playbooks, game plans, call sheets, scout cards. And, I've been at 3 schools since I've been on the My Just Play. It's called Just Play Sports Solutions. The one you get is called My Just Play. It goes with you. When you change jobs or teams, it goes with you. It's not like your huddle or your quick cut with your school account. How many of y'all have changed schools, changed teams, and you lose stuff, or you're sitting there and you're trying to download all the videos so you can take it with you, and then you put it up in your new one? Well, you can save your video from your huddle or your quick cut onto your Just Play. And also all those diagrams that you put into the huddle or the quick cut on the playbook part of it, that's right there too. They've got individual plans, which is what old Coach Chip is on, staff plans, team packages, they're all available. Contact my buddy, Coach Brad Rumsey. And you see his email is brumsey@justplayss.com. Or you can hit him up by phone. Cool dude. Offensive line coach. D3, D2, offensive line coach. And now he's working with Just Play Sports Solutions. Great dude. We've had several conversations. Super dude. Coach Reagan over there. All the guys I've talked to at Just Play Sports Solutions are coaches. They're all coaches. Some of them at the D1 level. We're talking like Big 12. That's the ones I've talked to. Head on over there, check it out, see what they got. You can find them at myjustplay.com if you want to go over and see what it's about. And then hit up Coach Brad Rumsey. And you can see his contact info right there. And I'll also put it in the notes below so you can copy and paste. All right, let's get started. Dang, I thought I was being quicker. And still over 8 minutes of the intro and the commercials. All right, this is the formation. In the original video from a couple of years ago, we had the tailback right here in his regular set at home. And it was built around buck, Q counter off buck, Q power or Q gut, as I like to call it, the A-gap power play, and it was off sidecar. Well, the coach from up north, who had this great idea, asked about jet, and then I went to the empty part of it, and I don't want to get we're not going to get in all the blocking, I tell you that, and we'll click through these pretty quick. By the way, if you want this presentation, hit me up, siegel.chip@gmail.com, and I'll send it to you. Okay, I'll send you the entire presentation as a PowerPoint presentation, which is what I use because there's a lot of school systems spend a lot of money, well, one in particular, teaching me how to do Microsoft stuff, and I used it in my classroom for 30 years, and so I'm putting that education to use too. But you put them in a bind, guys, because what you do, you bring in your tight end. If you're running a system like I like to run it. Now, my system shows you how to do it with tight ends and without tight ends. But you bring in your tight end, or put your tight end right here on the nub side and flip your tackle over. And you can do it both ways. This is what we called Oregon, over right. Okay. And part of the reason we called it Oregon is because our tackle was a big Oregon Ducks fan. Everybody called him the Big Duck. He was a big old dude, ended up playing college football. But he is, we called it Oregon, and that everybody knew. Everybody laughed, and I said, we're going to call this Oregon. It's over right, tackle over right. Now you're putting them in a bind, whether they're an even front or an odd front, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They've got to, and now in this diagram, I've already said they've moved the backer over. And that may be the adjustment you get. Or they may bring the safety down and leave the backer over here. Now, when they bring the backer over, that opens up your counter game back the other way. And if they leave the backer over there, and you'll see in some of the diagrams, leave him back on the nub side. Now, they're either going to have to play him out as force outside your H, your wing, or spin the safety down and make him force, all right, which is not a good thing for the defense. And also, they may go man, and if they go man, now you got a cat that's got to play run and play pass. The force has got a man that he's guarding. So and you can run your RPOs, or you can pre-snap it, and that's what the old video talked about. The original video talked about how you put in this cat right here, whoever it is, whether it's the backer, whether it's the free safety, or if they don't make any adjustment. And I'm going to show you the whole package. They don't make any adjustment, and they leave this backer out here as force. Now you've got a whale of a gap right here in between, and you'll see it on some of these others. You got a whale of a gap to run your buck or other things that you may run, a pin and pull, outside zone, whatever it is you do, because you've got them in conflict, and they're unsound. They're not sound unless they make some kind of adjustment just by moving the cockeyed tackle, making it go tackle over. And also, now think about this, what you're giving them when you do this. You're making them defend unbalanced or end over. You're making them align to trips, so they're messing with your secondary. And now they have to defend empty to boot. And they got to do all this and stay sound to the run game and the pass game. And all you're doing is moving your tackle over and emptying your tailback, your running back. In the system, we call him a tailback, and that goes back to the old under center days. So when we made the move to gun, we kept all the terminology the same. That's because it's a system, y'all. It's not an offense. It's a system. All right, so this was the original, except we had him right here. The tailback was right here in a sidecar alignment. And so we've emptied him. That's all we did from the original video. We empty him. Now you put him in motion, and you can still run your buck. But you can put him in motion and still run all kind of other stuff too. That's what's cool about it. And they've got to adjust. Are they going to go man? What are they going to do? They're going to spin the safety down. Look, right here, they didn't flip the backer over. And they got him out here. He's doing his alignment rules. So this is an even front team. This cat's a 7. I got him a little bit too far inside, don't I? But he's a 7. So he lines on the tight end because the tackle that came over is the tight end. So his alignment rules say you're in a 7. Well, this backer here, his alignment rules is to keep leverage on that wing back right here, the H. So they're doing what they've been taught to do. This is the whole premise of the system. The system is to use their rules against them. To quote John Coffey, use their love against them, boss. Use their love against them. Their coaching, the technique, their alignment rules. And it's a simple tweak. You just go and tackle over, and you're emptying the thing. Or you don't have to empty it, but this is saying we empty it. Now we're making them play. All those things. They got to play trips. They got to play unbalanced, end over, and they got to play empty. And they got to be sound in the run game and the pass game. All right, now here you see it where we've got the quick game in. They've made the adjustment. They spin the safety down. So now the safety is force. So you tell your quarterback, if that dude on the snap comes to play run, he just steps back one step, sets his feet, and throws the speed out. It's easy. And I think you can do it pre-snap to a degree. And by the way, if you tell your quarterback, if he's not sure what the safety's doing, frig it. Give the dang ball. You give the football because you still got numbers right here. If he comes up, you still got a football play because you got the guard pulling to kick force. So that's what I'm talking about. All right, now, let's get into the newest stuff about it. That the coach from up north, and I'm not using his name because I don't have permission to, and I don't want any of his opponents to know, he's going to unveil this on their fannies come this fall. I wish I could fly up there and see it. The jet, going unbalanced and bringing the tackle over gives you all kind of cool things because now you can pull two guys. As I like to wrap that backside guard too, because look, your tackle can do what he likes on buck. He's going to block down on that guy. Your H has got a good angle on this 9 technique right here. Well, now you can pull your tackle and your guard because you're blocking all the linemen on the play side. The 3 guys on the line, if you count the nose, you got him, you're reaching him with your center, blocking down here. It's kind of a down block there, isn't it? It's just like the buck. And you're running jet. Now, you don't have the pre-snap option of the pass or even the RPO because these guys need the block on jet. But that's cool as crap, y'all. And I don't even put anything in. You could throw a cool little screen, have him step down. I didn't put this in there and come back right here, throw a backside screen to the tackle. And if they go man, and this guy's locked on him man, and you give him a 2-3 step down block, and then come back right here and run your little screen right out here. Fake the jet, toss it over here. I didn't even draw that one up. I just remembered I told him about it yesterday when we were emailing back and forth. All right, now here it is against an even front. Again, we're not going to go through all the blocking. Look at the numbers out in front. You have turned jet into student body right. You could pull the tackle on this if you wanted to, or you can have him climb right through here and cut off that backer as he's chasing jet. Just take a good angle so you can cut him off at the pass. This is so good, man. This is exciting me. Can y'all tell I'm so excited? I'm telling you what, it's like I got a feather up my fanny here. All right, now here's the stuff off of it. So you fake the jet. Once they've adjusted, look, they've taken the backer over. You came out, you unveiled this on them. They burned the timeout. Or when they got to the sideline, the defensive coordinator made an adjustment. They said, all right, when they do that next time, you travel over here and we'll even up. Over here, we'll have enough numbers. Because you go back to the other ones, they don't have the numbers to defend jet. They absolutely do not. Notice now, since we're running the Q counter off jet, we've got the option over here that we can tag. I just use the glance and the speed out. You do what you want to do because now you're putting this cat in a bind. So when he gets that motion right here, you know how those backers like to do, like the ease down right in here and come running up field and beat that guy right there and make the play on the jet right here. You see that joker easing up like that when you get that motion? Just tell your quarterback, don't even fake it. Make sure your jetter, in this case the tailback, is faking jet. And this cat runs up field and you can run the hitch, you can run the speed out, whatever it is you want to run, and it's pre-snap. It's a piece of cake. But once they've made the adjustment, now you can come back and you can run back to the nub side, to the weak side. And look here, this is it versus the odd front. I'm not going to go into it. Same premise. They've gone over. They flipped the backer over to match your numbers. Now, if you want it, just hit me up. You see my email, siegel.chip@gmail.com. I'll send you the entire presentation free gratis. That means you ain't got to pay anything. And I'll send it to you as an attachment to your email. All right, here's another version of this is super. Let's say they're corner. High school ball, we always talk about making corners make plays. Well, sometimes corners in high school ball are pretty good tacklers because they play in a league where they don't throw the ball a lot. So they're almost, smaller outside backers. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Smaller schools, you'll see that. It's the bigger schools where they see a lot of spread stuff is when you get those Deion Sanders types. And I'm not knocking Deion. I'm just saying he was a pass defender. He was not a run support guy like you see in the NFL and a lot of teams on Saturdays, the college game. you see those kind of corners. But in high school, you may see a corner that's pretty good, run defender. And that guy's sticking it up in here. He's bumping into the box on the jet motion. That he's unaccounted for. He's like the outside backer. So now you can just tag it and make it a super counter. And you got 3 pullers. You got a kicker and 2 wrappers to account for that. It's just the same thing, just tagging it. All right, this is another way to do it. You can pull against an odd front, pull the over tackle, the one you brought over. He's used to pulling anyway if you run counter. So just tag him and let the other tackle cut off the foretech right there, you see? Oh, now this is the gut. I love the gut. And I know it looks like this is a hard block to make. You can see on my gut videos, this guy can wrap from wing. I space them out probably a little bit more. It's not proportionate to what it would be in the game. My diagram is spaced out so I can get the lines in there. So the splits are not proportional to what you would get like a 1 foot or 2 foot split. But again, that's so you can tell the lines and tell the players apart. Yes, that is a very doable wrap. I've got a great video on gut, and you can see our team doing it, other teams doing it. I had a great offensive coordinator up in Wisconsin that sent me dozens of videos of them running gut just the way we do. And those of y'all that are new to the channel, my gut is what the gun tee guys, Coach Simpson and them, call the belly. Okay, other coaches have different names for it. Some call it like an ISO, a wrap ISO. All right, there it is again against a different defense. That's versus the odd front. Again, look out here, you got your pass option. You can make it a pre-snap, post-snap, whatever, but you can see it's the same play. And again, you're wanting to put them in a bind. This is something you can do. When they make this adjustment, you got numbers, especially if they're flying to the jet. So it's all predicated on that jet motion, this particular package. Y'all know I love jet. Hey, and in homage to my buddy Cody Collette, here's the G lead, not G lead. Yeah, it is kind of a G lead. But it's the G scheme. If you're a wing T guy, you know what I'm talking about. And it's a great way to run off tackle fast. And you fake that jet, shuffle, and hit downhill, hugging that down block by that over tackle. Your left tackle has come over, and he's in the tight end spot. So you probably got to, I hope your tackles are better blockers than your tight end. And you block down right here, kick out, and you got a good football play there. And this guy's out here, the extra backer they brought over. He's out here sucking eggs because his job is what? The jet. All right, and this guy right here, who's also usually a backer, now he's getting kicked by a lineman. They don't like that smoke. Same play against the odd front. It's the G, the down. The old wing T down. Boom, boom, boom. Your quarterback has become the fullback in the traditional under center wing T. Right there. That's good stuff, cuz. Darn. If that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. All right, now here is, borrowing from my buddy Jason Allen from Chambers Academy in Alabama, running the his version of the shovel pass, the Utah pass. Go back and find that video on the shovel pass. That's good stuff. The way he does it, I can't show you on a diagram. It's just the way he delivers the shovel to the H. He does it in front of the jetter, not behind him. He doesn't fake and then pitch it. He shovels it in front of the jetter. It's really cool as crap. And so you got counter with a shovel pass. By the way, it is shovel, like digging a hole, S-H-O. It's not shuffle. And it's shovel. And Lee Gross Cup, Utah quarterback. That's how it got the name Utah pass. Been used for years. Coach Bryant called it the whoopee pass. I don't know why. All right, same play again. This is your shovel versus the odd front. It's like counter crisscross, like a double handoff, except you're pitching it. And you can do it. You can hand it to him, I guess. All right, that's it. We have gone it'll be over 25 minutes by the time I put in the music and what I'm about to tell you here at the end. Don't forget, opportunity to support old Coach Chip. Buymeacoffee.com/Coach Chip. Had a couple of guys this week that I was doing. I do not charge just for an email. But every now and then a guy says, man, I really appreciate it. And now if you want to get on the phone or do a Google Meet, my time is valuable to me. I may be an old retired fart, but my time's even more valuable because I got less of it left than most of y'all do. But if you just want to email back and forth, and by the way, I love it. I got one guy, man, well, I got several of them that email me a ton, and one guy was hitting me up a lot, like over a 2-week period. We're talking like an email a day, sometimes more than one. And he would apologize. Don't apologize. I love it. I love it. Somebody said football and I came running, man. I love it. So head on over to buymeacoffee.com if you're so inclined and buy me a cup of coffee. As most of you know, Coach Chip does not drink coffee. I meant to update this, my bad. It's over 50 now. Hit me up if you don't already know about the free resources to the subscribers to the channel. There's over 50 free resources. And there's all kind of cool things, and I haven't updated that, and that's my fault. I updated it on a previous video, but I used an old template on this one. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But you're not paying anything for the video, so why am I apologizing? You got a chance to explore any of the concepts we've covered here, just hit me up, siegel.chip@gmail.com. I'm also available to do Google Meets. To me, they're easier to do than Zooms. They're more user-friendly to me. May not be to you, but they are to me. I did a Zoom with a guy the other day that he initiated, and I was lost as Hogan's goat in a tornado. Now, I'm going to tell you, no, I don't know who Hogan is, but that's just an old term my grandfather used to say. But contact me at siegel.chip@gmail.com, and we can hook up and get together via the old internet here. 40 years of experience is an email away. 40 years of experience is an email away. All right. Don't forget, Just Play Sports Solutions, justplayss.com. Ask to speak to Coach Rumsey. And don't forget, tell him Coach Chip sent you. Hey, y'all, until next time, be elite. All video clips contained on Football Talk with Coach Chip are meant for analysis, criticism, comment, teaching, and research by football coaches. We believe this falls under the fair use doctrine of the Copyright Act, Section 107.